How to safely move during coronavirus and still stay organized. Moving is considered an essential service, so it is still going on, at least in Canada. Sometimes you just have to move, even during global pandemic, and new renters come in and out and we buy places still. So I just want to put a big disclaimer here. If you're at high risk, you can maybe leave the items for the movers to pick up, call ahead with instructions for them, do whatever you can to minimize risk. Hiring might need to be an option for you at this point. Again, if you have symptoms or high risk, that's a disclaimer. So I'm Jane Stoller. I'm a life biz organizer, and I'm so glad you landed on this channel. For the best organizing advice and hopefully inspirational tips, please hit the bell below to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. Now, let's get started. My first tip is declutter first. I want you to start moving way before and declutter your entire house. Make a bin for items that you want to donate. I sell these on Organized Jane. They're really pretty. I keep them in my house all the time, but especially for moving, make a big donate bin. Next, I really want you to be pre-packed. Be ready for the move when the movers arrive, or if you're doing it yourself, pre-pack. Now's the time. You want to avoid that contact with people. And also for yourself, you might be at home more than often. Actually, I know you are right now. So why not take that time to pack? For me, I usually have a lot of clothes that I'm packing. You can see here, I'm taking a quick, I like to put them in the boxes and then label them afterwards, but they can remain kind of organized straight from your closet. My third tip is wardrobe boxes. If you have clothes that are hanging up, you want to really use these because then your clothes won't get damaged or wrinkled during your move. So I actually, as you can see, take them straight from my closet and I put them into a wardrobe box. The beauty of these wardrobe boxes is that you can actually keep them after your move. I use them to store items in my storage locker for seasons or extras or maybe costumes or dresses, whatever it may be. So this is the cabin that I moved out of, and it was during Corona, but it was beginning of March, so it wasn't as prevalent. So I actually hired movers. I hired Second Closet. They actually came from Vancouver to Whistler, and I had a plan with them. When you move, make sure you have a plan and tell the movers before you arrive to make sure you can keep social distance. As you can see, we are standing apart, but this was really coronavirus. COVID was, we knew about it, but the social distancing rules had not applied yet. But even more so today, talk to your movers on the phone before you even start to let them know the plan and how you'll keep those social distancing rules. Now, tape your boxes properly so they don't get damaged en route and things don't fall out. This should be pretty normal practice, but you can see here they're helping me tape up some of my boxes. He's doing a great job. And then they're also helping carry them up from the cabin into the moving truck. Again, you might not have movers to help you, and then in this case, you'd be doing this yourself, or you'd hire a truck, or you have a car, or you hire movers. Again, it's totally up to you. During COVID, if you are having a moving company, I would stress to make sure you still use those social distancing rules, and again, just have a bit more of a plan. So next, I really want you to keep those wardrobe-based boxes and any boxes you have facing up. How do you do that, you may ask? A label. Some boxes, as you can see, these wardrobe boxes already have the arrows. If they don't, simply use a Sharpie or a label just to mark it as up. Really important. Now this brings me to my next point too. As you can see, he's attaching a label to this box as well. So my next tip is really important, as I truly think you need to label everything. So label. If you hire movers, make sure they label too, as often they have their own inventory system. You can see here, I label the boxes, and then Second Closet also puts their inventory tracking on. I also want you to have fun. Moving is a great time to declutter and get reorganized. So take this opportunity, whether you have movers or you're doing it yourself, to look at it as a blessing that you can move and that you also just take the time to enjoy the process. Now, my last tip is not really a tip, but I'm going to say storage, intentional storage especially, is okay. Especially if you're moving into a smaller place or the same size, you might not have the ability to store everything you have at your own house. Today, a lot of us live in condos in the city, and then it's even more important for us to have a solution for a storage. And a lot of times we're renting these large storage units where you pay a fee for the entire thing. You don't use it all. You can't find anything. I don't believe in those types of storage units. What I do believe in, like I said, is intentional storage. That's why I like Second Closet, and I use their movers for my move and also to store my items. Because a lot of times I don't have room for things, especially winter, summer season. In the winter, my ski supplies, I don't have room for it in my house, so I use Second Closet to store that. They only charge me for what they store, and they have an amazing inventory system. So when I need it, I can look on my app I can even request them to deliver it to my home. So again, if you're in Canada, Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa during this video, you can use Second Closet for your moving and storage needs. And you can use code JANE10 for 10% off all of their service, and I'll leave the link below. So if you have to move during coronavirus, stay safe, but still hope it's a fun and organized experience. Thanks, and we'll see you next Tuesday.